you amazing, beautiful people, and welcome back to another Undertale OST reaction video. You guys have been asking for this for absolutely ages. I don't think I've had any video game OST as requested as much as the Undertale ones. Every single time I do a reaction to these, it just fills up my comment section until I do another one. So I think it's safe to say you guys all want another one. And easily the two most requested, I would say, have been Once Upon a Time and Death by Glamour. So we're going to check those out today. But before we jump into it, please press that like button and subscribe for more. Let's jump into my first ever reaction to the two new Undertale OSTs I've never heard before. Once Upon a Time and Death by Glamour. What's really funny about this one? This OST, literally in my head, I've got this image of like 20 dudes in a studio, right? And one of them just sits there and just like starts like playing the guitar, and one of them just like playing the piano, and just one by one, you just have more and more people just joining in with different sounds, all adding to this song. It like started off with one noise, and two, then three, and it just keeps going up and up. They're just adding more and more sounds. It's brilliantly done. This one feels a lot more happy than the last ones we checked out. This one feels a lot more energetic, a lot more happy, a lot more fun. A lot of the Undertale OSTs we actually reacted to have had like a really sort of sad, like depressing feel to them, like undertone to them. This one doesn't feel like that. This feels way more energetic. Also, how bloody long is the story of this game? Because there are so many OSTs. It's like 100 or something, right? Is this all done off just one keyboard? Is there one person with one keyboard doing all of this? This has so many moving parts, it's insane, man. It's just crazy. It's now just turned into a completely different song. Just the immediate switch up. I love the Undertale OSTs. They somehow have this like crazy feel to them. They're modern as well. Undertale not being too old of a game, but the soundtrack is so retro. It's just, I love it. I love how unique the Undertale OSTs are. You can tell them out like straight away. Also, anyone with an amazing ear, how many different layers have we got on this song? Can anyone work it out? It's gotta be loads, right? Like 10, 11? Honestly, that one I think has been the most standout-ish that we've reacted to so far. And what I mean by that is, out of all the Undertale OST tracks we've heard, this one doesn't break my heart. So many of them, bizarrely, and is crazy when you think about like Undertale as a whole, because the soundtracks are quite retro and definitely like retro feeling and definitely old school feeling, like in their sound in general, right? And they have that feel to them. And yet, you wouldn't really expect to be feeling that much from a retro-sounding soundtrack like this. Undertale does an excellent job at really telling exactly what's happening in the story through retro-sounding, bizarre keyboard music. Does that make sense? It truly is absolutely incredible how they are able to do this. And I really can't compliment it enough. Because if you really think about it, the fact that you are able to... Like, I've made guesses, because I've never played the game, although we are going to play it on Twitch. So make sure to follow me on Twitch, link in the description. But I've made guesses multiple times about what I feel like is happening when these soundtracks are going on. And so many of you say that is what is happening. That's like similar to what's happening. Which basically means that the music, this unusual music, perfectly captures exactly what's happening in the game. I don't know how they managed to pull it off, but they really bloody well do. And they do it better than most I've ever heard. It truly is just a testament to how incredible the Undertale OST really is. I would happily react to every single song on this, which is crazy, because there's so many. We're taking 2 more off today, so how about I stop talking? Let's jump into Once Upon a Time. This is 001, the first song on OST. The first song on Undertale, the first OST. I just want to say what's really interesting about this is 001. So in my head, I'm guessing this is the first song that plays when you play the game. This doesn't feel happy again. This doesn't have the same feeling that the Glamour one we just checked out had. This doesn't have that. This has like, you know, waking up, sleepy kind of vibes to it, if that makes sense. But it's not happy vibes. I wonder if it's setting up the journey. Undertale is a game I never assumed was going to be sad. I got a funny feeling it is going to be very sad. I don't know. It doesn't feel too like sad there near the end. I'm curious. How did they make these soundtracks? Like, because it's one of these things that could either be massively complicated in the sense that there's loads of people involved in the creation of these OSTs, or it could be very simple. It could literally be one guy on a keyboard just very meticulously perfecting their craft as they continue through this entire soundtrack. Credit where credit's due, though. To be able to have a retro-sounding OST like this, an entire soundtrack score for a video game, where every single song, despite having a similar vibe to it, despite having a similar timestamp to it, it feels like, somehow conveying completely different emotions and feelings every single time. And a lot of people might be saying, well, that's the same with normal music. Yeah, it is, but this isn't normal music. This is literally like that retro old school video game feel music. What I mean is, imagine listening to like the original Doom soundtrack or the original Sonic or Mario themes, right? When you have this retro sounding sound that is applied to video games or anything, it's really hard to imagine taking some of those really iconic sounds, changing them around and feeling different things. Most of the time the feelings are all two of the same, you know, nostalgic and a bit like happy sad, which is the nostalgic feeling. You look back in the past, you're happy and sad. Bittersweet, I think is the best term. But Undertale has this amazing ability to somehow take a retro-sounding theme and change it, amend it, adjust it every single time, tweak it a few little ways that change how you feel completely. That even to the point where a person like me, who's never played this game, who doesn't know anything about the game, nothing outside of the OSTs we've reacted to, I don't know anything, and yet I'm feeling different at every OST. I'm not sitting here with the same reaction. I'm not losing my mind and going crazy. I'm feeling different every single time. Sometimes I'm feeling like really sad and feel like something really horrible is going on in the game, and sometimes it feels happy and energetic and fun. Like the first one felt a lot more happy, energetic, more action-packed. This one feels a lot more slower, deep and meaningful with an undertone of sadness. Weird, almost like a day is starting, but you don't really want the day to start. That's the best way. Like something big is happening that day. You wake up, possibilities are there, but you know something big is happening. That's like it's got that sort of feel to it. And obviously, it's the starting song in the game, so it has that starting feeling to it. But I don't know, it sets up different emotions already. It's amazing. The reason I'm so impressed by Undertale is because it's amazing how they can take something that sounds similar on the surface and yet tweak it and change it to make the emotions you feel from every single OST on this game so different. And for something that is like in its essence a simply constructed song, they're all brilliant at conveying emotion. Think about how many songs you listen to on a day-to-day but feel nothing. It's incredible that this kind of music can make you feel something. I don't know if the point I'm trying to make is coming across. I'm really trying to like say it like 5 different ways to make sure people understand what I'm talking about. Hopefully you guys do. I don't know if I just sound crazy here. Undertale really stands out for me in terms of soundtrack. I do think it is one of the greatest video game soundtracks I've reacted to, just because of how little it works with and how well it conveys emotion. I really do feel like it's just incredibly done, very unique. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the reactions to these 2 new Undertale OSTs for me. Let me know in the comment section what else you'd like to see reactions to on this channel. Fill out that comment section with recommendations. This channel's run by you guys, so the more recommendations you give me of stuff, more chances I'm going to react to it. Also, make sure you're subscribed. I can see comments in the comment section easier from subscribed channel. No, this is not a joke. This is true. As the owner of a channel, you can see like a little symbol next to people's names when they're subscribed. Sort of boost your comments. So subscribe, then leave your recommendation, and I'll probably see it more likely than I would if you're not subscribed, basically, if that makes sense. Anyway, have an awesome day. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, my friends, you will see me in the next video.